Good evening and welcome to the Town of Douglas Conservation Commission meeting for Monday, October 16th. Time is 7 p.m. First item on the agenda in our mail order to be signed master plan committee letter. So the planning board has started the journey to update the master plan for the town. So I thought, mail here.
Mail?
Let me just see here.
I got this right here. That helps.
Oh, yes. So October 5th, 2023, the planning board sent a notice and voted on September 14th, 7-0, favor of begin the process for updating its master plan. First step in this process is establishing a subcommittee of the planning board comprised of Douglas citizens. Before connecting with volunteers from the general public, the board wishes to request representation from each of the following boards/commissions/committees. So, as far as the Conservation Commission goes, does anyone have an interest in volunteering to be on a delegate on the subcommittee for the master plan? Okay. Not seeing anyone from the commission as of yet. We are missing a couple members, so we will revisit it. So for the record, Mr. Benoit can keep this on our agenda for the next meeting when we have a few more members here. And meeting minutes. Do we want to take a look at those?
They're all new.
Okay.
I haven't seen them before.
All right, so let's table those to our next meeting.
May 8th.
Meeting schedule 2024.
Okay, I have something to say on that.
Yes.
So, you meet on the first and third Mondays, except when there's a holiday. So, when there's a Monday holiday, you switch it to the second and fourth Mondays. I'm already obligated to another town on second and fourth Mondays. There are 4 months in which there are holidays where you have to switch to second and fourth, which is going to cut into my other town, which I've already been working for a couple of years. And, they don't want to leave me, and I like them too. So I brought it to them, and I said, listen, what can be done? And they said, well, you know what, if Douglas is willing to split the baby down the middle, we are. They'll change schedule for a couple of months, if you can change schedule for a couple of months.
Okay, the 2 months.
If you want to keep it.
Oh, I don't know.
So that's up to you.
Okay, so the January 8th is the second Monday?
Yeah, so January starts right away with the second and fourth. Oh, and May, it looks like May is going to be another one because you have town meeting. Okay, so January, February, you switch to second and fourth. And then April, I guess the second meeting in April is going to be, let me check that.
Well, I don't necessarily, as long as the room is available, I don't necessarily object to the third and fourth. Because the second Monday is the issue with the other town, right? Or is it second and fourth?
They meet religiously second and fourth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So they're willing to switch to a different schedule if you.
Okay, so, yeah,
you are.
so so we can do second and third. So they only lose one day
Right,
every other time.
As long as it's evenly split between the two towns. I don't know if you want more time to think about it
Yeah,
or not.
I'd like to think about this because it wouldn't be a conflict if it was the third week. So why don't we just move our meeting to 2 weeks in a row?
It's up to you.
Will we have enough
Stuff?
yeah, enough to work, to act on if it's only 1 week away from the other one?
I'm going to say yes. There's always something to do.
Yeah, and then it would probably be better for some projects because they would revise their plan and then be able to get it back in. What do you have the Thursday before, right, for the deadline? Talking about continuances. Well, let's just say somebody misses the 1 week. Did you prepare this? Okay.
No, I think Jen prepared this, Jen or Matt, probably Jen. And, this came up, I say, about a couple weeks ago. So I brought it to the other town and I told them about it. And they said they're willing to, split it up, if you're willing to split it up. Question is, what months and what days? And they didn't get into any specifics. I think they're more waiting for you to see what Douglas likes.
Okay.
This schedule has us meeting twice every month. There are some years where we only, like in the summer, only have one meeting,
Yes.
but none of the summer ones.
So, yeah, they just, I think Mr.
Should we
Benoit,
just do one meeting in September and the 3rd?
I think we do June, July, September as one meeting. That'll cut down one. And then if we did January, we'll keep as is, right? And then February,
January 2nd and 4th. So Mattapoisett, my other town, is also 2nd and 4th, January.
oh, so you're saying move one of the days?
That would, if you can do it, yeah. I mean, maybe not vote on it tonight, but give a proposed schedule. What days would you like with Jay, what you not like?
I see what you're saying. Okay, so January, wait a second.
In January, we could do 15th and 29th.
Yeah, or the 8th and 29th. The first, oh. So the other town is 8 and 29?
The other town is 2nd and 4th, so 2nd.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, to the 29th, yes.
They're on the 29th in January?
Well, second week is the 8th. Yeah, 8th, actually the 8th and the 22nd.
So we can move that to the 29th, so that gets one meeting. They would have to move
Okay.
to the 15th and the 22nd, or the, yeah.
They would have to move to 15th and the 22nd, which is probably fine.
Okay, in January also.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be thinking about the weather, too. Okay, and then February 12th,
Right, so that's, the 12th and the 26th are Mattapoisett meeting nights.
so let's do double. Oh,
We meet the 5th and the 19th?
19th
the
is
5th.
probably not good, right?
isn't the 5th a holiday?
I mean,
Is it? Good question, I don't know.
February 19th would be off.
I thought
I think that's the President's Day, right?
okay, so they already moved it to a non-holiday.
No, they meet on the 12th and the 26th that month. The 19th, I believe, is the holiday.
Okay,
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's President's Day. What about the 5th? February 5th?
5th is open.
They,
Okay,
if
fifth.
they are meeting, oh, we're meeting on the 29th. And they're meeting on the 22nd.
No, we're in February.
We're in February now.
I know,
The
on
29th
January, I'm
for
just
January.
trying, I don't want to have 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, so the 29th, I think we decided 8 and 29.
Yeah.
Then we should do the 12th and the 19th.
Can't do the 19th. It's President's.
Oh, the 5th and the 12th? That doesn't make sense either. Yeah, I can't, yeah. I think we rework this.
Off
Yes,
camera.
yes. I think it
This
needs,
is going to be taking too much time, probably.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
figure it out. Bring your proposed schedule to the board next meeting.
I was just going to ask that. Okay.
I appreciate it.
Okay. All right, so we'll table the 2024 meeting schedule. Updates. CRG, Brian Keevan, Lakeshore Drive, enforcement order. So under number 4, Lane and Hamer, we have a correspondence dated October 3rd. So this is a request that the existing enforcement order be modified to require the developer to design and implement a stormwater management system that complies with the regulations. Not quite sure, thinking that through, how,
I think it's going to be similar to 273 Southeast Main Street, whereas they have to actually propose the development first. And once they get up to 5, then it's triggered, and not only that, but it's triggered retroactively to lot number 1. So the cautious developer would just incorporate stormwater design now.
but the A&R did not trigger the requirement for stormwater just because you made the lots.
Correct. Just because you made the lots alone does not trigger it, but the development does.
Right, so when they come to this board and they get to, well, when they do the first house, which is, there is a house, right, on one of them?
If I remember correctly, yeah.
So once it gets to the 5th house, then we're gonna go backwards.
Yeah, which is unfortunate, but that's what my understanding of it is. And that was through conversations with personnel at DEP. In association with the most recent 273 Southeast Main Street.
So say that again, it doesn't kick in until the 5th house is developed.
Correct.
Built.
Well, be proposed for development.
Proposed.
Yes. It has to be a building permit application or some kind of a board application like the conservation. Yeah,
Even if they're sold.
I know.
Well, there's a single lot exemption, single-family house lot exemption for stormwater.
Right,
But then,
up to 4 lots.
but then, yeah.
They don't make you do
That's-
stormwater until you get to the 5th lot. It's a lot easier when you have a Form C subdivision when you're creating a new road.
Yeah,
But when they're A&R lots on existing, ways, you have to get to that development part, which is kind of frustrating, but that's what DEP has conveyed to me.
okay. So we don't have to, we don't have to modify our enforcement order.
No,
It was very broad, wasn't it?
it was very broad, and after speaking with town council a couple of weeks ago, a meeting between me, him, and Matt Benoit, it was decided best not to change it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would agree.
What I do want to ask is whether or not the commission has ratified the enforcement order. sign the enforcement order, me alone as the agent. But the rule is that as soon as possible after sending it out, if there's only one signature, which you're allowed to do, the commission has to vote that is ratify the enforcement order and sign it, and then send it out again.
Yeah, we did not do that.
Right. So I recommend holding a vote on that.
I'll entertain a motion to that effect.
I make a motion that we ratify the enforcement order for Lake Shore Drive.
Motion made by Mark,
Second.
second by Mike. All those in favor?
Mark Mangum, aye.
Mike Greco, aye.
Tracy Sharkey, aye. So we don't have that to be signed either.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think with Matt out today, some of these signature pages did not get created. But there's still time.
Okay. And request number 5, request for certificate of compliance, 36 Cottage Colony Road. Is anyone here on behalf of that? Come on over, name and address, please.
Can I come up to the table here?
Yes, please.
Hi, everybody, I'm Bruce Wilson. I'm a principal with GW Site Solutions. We had a notice of intent that was submitted in 2002 for a tight tank, septic tank, and a well application. The work had been done quite a while ago, and this is kind of more housekeeping at this point to clean up a sale on it that was caught in the title search. But I've submitted a plan that shows the tank and the well locations, along with some photos. You can see there that it's well established and well maintained, no chance of any trouble there now. It's just a matter of, closing out the account so that they can finish the paperwork with the closing.
Okay, thank you. We have the request, and we have the written statement of substantial compliance and an as-built plan, along with photos showing established and stabilized area.
If you look in the pictures there, you can see some big, tall grasses. That's right where the tank is.
Okay,
So
very
it's-
nice.
Yep, the vent pipe is hidden there, so it's not unsightly, and it's working fine. They've had several pumpings of the tight tank, so it's accessible and working.
Perfectly, great. Okay. Board, any questions?
I don't.
Entertain motion to issue?
So moved.
Motion made by Mike. Second by Jim. All those in favor?
Mark Mangum, aye.
Mike Greco, aye.
Tracy Sharkey, aye. Thank
Presume
you.
that's for a complete certificate?
Do you
Yes.
have,
Yeah, so here's the thing, is that Matt Benoit was absent today,
that's okay.
so we don't have, oh, you have it? Mm-hmm. Never mind it. She has it.
The easy ones, they had already set to go. Do you have, before I move?
Yes.
Lindsay Emmanuel?
Yes.
White Act Really Trust? Okay. All right, so I'll sit right here.
I see it on my agenda. And number 6, request for a certificate of compliance, 34 Cobblestone Lane. Number 6,
We're requesting a certificate because the permit has expired. If you look on your agenda, you'll see we're actually here for a notice of intent to reissue a permit, but in order to do that, we have to close out the old account.
So in that case, I recommend, Madam Chair, to issue what's called an invalid order of conditions / work never began.
okay, I will entertain a motion to issue the invalid order of conditions.
So moved.
Motion made by Mark,
Second.
seconded by Mike. All those in favor?
Mark Mangum, aye.
Mike Greco, aye.
Jim Farr, aye.
Tracy Sharkey, aye. Okay, thank you, board.
So Seth works for you?
I'm sorry?
Seth Lovejoy works for you?
I work with Seth closely. He's a character, that guy.
I haven't seen Seth in a long time since he left his business, so tell him Brandon said hi.
I will.
Tell him I still have his This is how I roll t-shirt.
Oh, jeez. He just went over to one of, he was, I was in St. Martin, he was in St. John. We were sending each other texts back and forth, but he's got all kinds of crazy pictures.
He was a character.
And he met my twin over there. I couldn't believe it. He sent me a picture of a guy he was sitting at the bar with, that could literally be my twin.
Your doppelganger.
Okay, next item, number 7, request for certificate of compliance, 49 Woodland Road. Anyone here on behalf?
Hi.
Hello. Name and address, please.
John Gordon, 49 Woodland Road, I'm the property owner. I don't think my engineer is online, but my builder is.
Okay,
If you
wonderful.
have any questions, I have no idea how to
Ask
answer
him.
them.
Okay. So tell us the background.
We started construction last year. We had just wrapped up. I have occupancy about 4 months ago. And basically, we did a little bit of work around moving the driveway and then adding more stone on both sides for erosion control, which worked out really well, as we found out with this Noah's Ark rain we've been having. But everything else looks really good, and I guess we just wanted to sign off on the order of conditions.
Okay. Did your engineer submit a letter
Yes.
of substantial compliance?
I think you have it, but I have a copy if you do.
Okay. I don't know
That's
if
the
we,
WPA Form 8A, and then a note submitted afterwards. I think he also explained in there with the new drawings, what we did with the retaining wall and the stonework.
and who submitted it?
Dave Markadant?
Okay. Did you submit pictures, photos of the area?
I don't know.
I don't see any.
Christian? He's there? He's not, he's on mute.
So I'm looking at an 11 by 17 in our book, but I can't tell anything about what's going on. Just in black and white, and it's small.
We did not submit pictures. There was a site walk, though.
There was.
Who was present on the site walk? And Christian,
Not
if
sure
you,
if you can hear me or not.
yep, name and address, please, Christian.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can he hear us?
John, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? I'm gonna,
Yes, I can.
all right, yeah, name
We
and
didn't have
address.
T-Mobile?
pictures, but there was a site walk.
Who was present on the site walk?
The interim
Hold
Concom
on a second. I have Mr. Benoit?
person.
Mr.
I
Benoit?
think it was the planning board
Okay,
Yeah, something like that.
member,
I didn't go to this.
okay, so,
who was Steve's intern.
okay. Hold on one moment. I know he left some notes.
And that was last week.
It just says I have started the 3 COCs for signatures if approved. Is, well, Commission, what are you thinking?
All three of them.
Like I said, I can't go one way or the other. I can't tell from this plan what is being requested, what was done, what was being asked.
So, as far
There's
as,
a better plan.
This is the
Is that-
as-built, this is the as-built, and this right here in color is the original approved.
so there's not red as an as-built.
That's your as-built right there.
You should have the proposed plan, the as-built, and I didn't know that we needed pictures for this because we had the site walk last week.
Okay. And you didn't do the as-built lines in red, so I don't know how we would overlay the changes. The house looks different also. So we typically get, the approved versus existing conditions submitted as an as-built.
Is there a letter that indicates what the changes are?
Yeah, it's noted on the application.
The house changed maybe by 2 inches, but it was still within the setbacks and Concom approval.
Well, that was over a year ago. I thought we changed it since then.
So the engineer wrote down what the changes were. But there's no statement of veracity.
Right. Did you submit a statement of substantial compliance with the application for the request?
I wouldn't do that, it would be Dave Marquardt, the engineer. But it was my understanding that's why you guys sent out a sidewalk to look at the substantial stabilization of the site, meaning we have grass, there's no erosion.
Right, so on the Form 8A, it specifically says, and it's checked, yes, attach a written statement by such a professional certifying substantial compliance with the plans and describing what deviation, if any, exists from the plans approved in the order. So a separate letter, a written statement would accompany this application.
We'll have to get back to Dave Marquardt, the
That's not the
engineer on that.
text down here?
No, that's a separate written statement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody is on my hit list.
Yeah, so,
That's the statement showing what the differences are between what was approved and what was actually built.
Right.
But then from there, the engineer has to make what's called a statement of veracity,
Uh-huh.
which is their opinion that despite the changes, that the project was built in substantial compliance with the permit anyway.
Right.
Okay, and then with that, those numbered changes, the commission can then discuss how comfortable they are with the changes and whether or not they feel comfortable enough to issue a certificate of compliance.
And
Well, there weren't any changes.
There's a list of them.
Yeah, but there's a list of them. Yeah. The existing driveway is in a different location. Near the garage is further away. Proposed check dam on the left of the driveway was replaced with stone edged. Line of rocks on the right side were moved. V-notch on the swale was replaced with crushed stone. Riprap, stone edge on right side drive. So there's 5 things here that are different than what was approved, right? So the commission is looking for just that statement of right. So, and the section A6 of the request says, if there were changes, attach a written statement. Attach a written statement by a professional certifying substantial compliance. So,
not just a bullet list of
Not just a
notes
bullet
down here,
list.
which is what I'm looking at.
correct. And-
Yeah, we
and
have
it sounds
that.
like the commission has a certain way that they'd like the as-built to come in as well.
so we can, it's visually apparent which changes happened.
Right.
So we'll put you on for November 20th,
Okay.
okay?
So Christian, you know what Dave needs to put together for this?
Yeah, a written
And
statement.
do we need a site walk with pictures or video or something?
Well, if you could just
We can
email,
take pictures, we
Yeah.
might as well attach them.
yeah, you're living there,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so you can just take some
I have
photos.
pictures, but I mean, not submitted.
Right,
Oh,
right,
jazz.
yeah. You can electronically submit them. If Mr. Benoit were here, I would say he could attest to that, to the stabilization, but
But we still need that
yeah, what's required.
statement of veracity from
Yeah,
Dave.
yep,
Okay, so somebody get a lovely phone call in the morning.
sorry about that,
Okay. It's a never-ending saga.
yeah. right. You can only imagine, only imagine.
Let's build a house.
Good luck.
So much fun. Thank you,
Luck.
guys.
Thank you.
Good night.
See you
Thank
soon.
you. We'll get
Thank
that to you.
Okay, thank you very much. New business, time is 7:30. Public meeting, request for determination of applicability, 76 Bigelow Road. Town of Douglas Conservation Commission, 29 Depot Street, Douglas, Mass. Legal notice for public meeting, request for determination of applicability. The Town of Douglas Conservation Commission will hold a public meeting for Tom and Rebecca Clark on October 16th, 2023 at 7 PM in the Municipal Center, 29 Depot Street, for work to be done pursuant to the Town of Douglas Wetland Bylaw and the Wetland Protection Act, Mass General Law, Chapter 131, Section 40. The proposed SEO request for determination of applicability work location is 76 Bigelow Road, and the applicant is requesting permission to construct second floor addition over the two-car garage and interior renovations per plans filed with building department. Public participation will be available by attending the meeting or pursuant to the Governor's March 29th, 2023 order suspending certain provisions of the Open Meeting Law, General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 18. Public may participate via remote participation. Copy of the building plans may be examined electronically by contacting the Conservation Commission. And that's it. Is anyone here on behalf of this applicant? Name and address, please.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. Hi, this is Tom and Rebecca Clark.
Hello.
We're homeowners at 76 Bigelow Road. And we submitted a application to the building department to do a second-story addition over our garage. I guess they requested that we send you guys an RDA. And, you know, a small plan that's been submitted. You know, no groundwork being done. We spoke to Matt.
This materials is storage and dumpster.
He said, you know, just submit it and we should be all set.
I gotta talk to Mr. Benoit.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. And that's your story. So you've got a designated area for material storage and dumpster.
Yep.
And what is the approximate distance from your bank of the lake?
I mean, I can figure that out. I didn't measure it.
I think the big question is, are they increasing their footprint?
No.
Yeah, I mean, we're not increasing the footprint. It's just a second story on the garage itself.
I'm waiting. Oh. Are you finished, Mr.
Well-
Clark? Yep.
Oh, yeah, you're breaking up. I didn't hear anything.
Okay. Commission, any comments, questions regarding this request? Okay. I entertain a motion to issue a negative.
You go into which number negative, you just go negative, and then let the conservation agent figure out which number.
Yeah, we don't have that in-depth votes.
That's fine.
Okay.
Do you have any thoughts, Brendan, on issuing a negative determination?
No, the issue here is that they're building up and they're not expanding the footprint. Conservation Commission's ears usually perk up when you're expanding footprint and you're doing more ground disturbance and, you know, working closer to the resource area. When you're going straight up, it's really not a big deal, right? And they show the area where the materials and storage is going to be put, and where the vehicles are going to be parked. My only question is whether or not the commission would require as a condition of the negative determination, whether or not you feel the need for some erosion controls, like in the area where the material storage will be.
Yeah, I was thinking too
Yeah.
about the I mean, if they're going up, there must be a roof, and they have to remove a roof, so they would have to probably bring in a dumpster.
Dumpster, right.
That,
Well, they have that area outlined in yellow. It says material storage and dumpster.
oh, they do, okay.
Yeah, right, so that's where it'll go. You know, sometimes, I don't know if they're gonna have to have any kind of gravel or sand, or I don't know what they're gonna do, but whether or not there's even a need for hay bales or straw wattles or anything.
I would say straw wattles with any material stored within 100 feet of the bank.
Yeah, which looks like they are.
Yeah, I'm counting about 75
Yeah,
at the closest part.
yeah.
So if they were to stay in the vehicle parking area, would probably be closer to 100.
My other question out of this would be whether or not the work is going to be conducted in the floodplain of the pond. And the thing is I know Manchog Pond from the Sutton side, and the floodplain, the Zone A, stays very close to the bank of the pond because it's a controlled dam with slats, so I'm not so concerned about that.
With
I would make a
conditions.
motion that we issue a negative determination with the condition that, straw wattles be placed at the edge of the area of work to protect from any kind of movement of the material storage from the material storage area and dumpster into the pond.
Okay. Motion made by Mark,
Second.
second by Mike. All those in favor?
Mark Mangum, aye.
Mike Greco, aye.
Tracy Sharkey, aye. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Have a good night. Okay. Next item, public hearing, time 7:37. Town of Douglas Conservation Commission, 29 Depot Street, Douglas, Mass. Legal notice for public hearing pursuant to Mass General Laws, Chapter 131, Section 40, Massachusetts Wetlands Protection Act. The Town of Douglas Conservation Commission will hold a public hearing on October 16th at 7 PM for a notice of intent filed by Whittick Family Trust located at 34 Cobblestone Lane, Douglas, Mass. for work to be done pursuant to the Town of Douglas Wetland Bylaw and the Wetland Protection Act, Mass General Law, Chapter 131, Section 40. The proposed work involves construction of single-family home with well and the on-site septic associated, utilizes, it's supposed to be utilities, and grading within buffer zone of wetland resource area. Public participation will be available by attending the meeting at the Town of Douglas Municipal Center located at 29 Depot Street, Douglas, Mass., or pursuant to Governor Baker's June 16, 2021, order suspending certain provisions of open meeting law, general law, Chapter 30A, Section 18. Public may participate in this meeting via remote participation. Website for the meeting will be provided on the conservation agenda posted on douglasma.gov at least 48 hours prior to the meeting. Copies of the plans may be examined electronically with contacting the Conservation Commission.
Do you need the green?
Yes.
Hello, Bruce Wilson, again for the record. With me tonight is Lindsay Emanuel, the owner of the property, or part of the trustee for the trust that's there. Again, this was a project that was previously approved that the permit expired on. Unfortunately, they didn't ask for an extension in time in order to keep the permit open. The project has riverfront, a bordering vegetated wetland on it. The project hasn't changed much other than I substituted the infiltrator septic system from before with a stone and pipe system where the infiltrators have been having a lot of trouble lately. Other than that, it's the same plan that was originally submitted. I have 2 stockpile areas up closer to the street there that would be outside of the resource areas to keep any debris from getting in. We've shown a compost sock. If the board doesn't mind, maybe a straw wattle or the compost sock could be put in the order, whichever is easier to get placed on the site that's there. The resource areas are marked in color as the board requests. Your inner and outer riparian zone are shown in yellow. My vegetated buffer zones are in orange, and my perennial stream there is in blue, so that you can see it. I have approximately 777,333 square feet of riverfront area, of which we'll be disturbing about 7% of, for a total of like 12,500 square feet of riverfront area. And then the buffer zone that would be disturbed is 3,385 square feet. The house is designed so that limited grading would be done in the back. It's a walkout to fit in so that the work in the backyard is minimal. I've infiltrated the roof leaders so that we, cut down on the impervious that's out there. It's a Title V septic with stone and pipe, and the well is actually in from the previous work, but that was about the limit as far as they got between COVID and life changes.
Can you talk to us a little bit about your alternatives analysis for the riverfront area disturbance?
Well, I mean, there isn't too, I mean, it's the last lot, it's in the subdivision there, so there isn't too many different alternatives. The house is set as close as we could pull it to the street there. I don't know that there is too many different alternatives to what we could do here.
Okay, so you didn't submit one?
Probably not.
I'm in, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at the narrative,
Okay.
and I'm not really seeing one, but here's the thing, is that it was approved, so I'm going to defer to you.
Okay.
What you want, because it sounds like something very similar to this was already approved, so maybe I'll just step back.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, it's basically identical plan, other than the septic was slightly modified to go with a different type of technology.
Okay. Commission? Comments, questions? I did do this site walk, long time ago.
Nice little neighborhood.
Yes, very nice.
This is a large lot, it's over 6 acres. Pretty cool stream.
It is.
When I was a kid growing up, we used to hang out in the stream in our backyard all the time.
So, plan date says 9/23/29.
Oh, did I miss a page?
Yeah, I was just wondering what the date,
I have 9/23/23.
okay.
Well, this one says 9/23/29.
Maybe one of the pages.
The first sheet
Oh, did I have a
Page
typo?
1,
is 6 years in the
Yeah.
future.
which,
I'm sorry about that. I
it'll
did
be
have a
here
typo
before we
on
know
one
it.
sheet.
So just note for the record, for the notes on the order.
Okay.
People will get confused. Commission, any comments, questions? No one online? Anyone in the audience have any comments or questions regarding this hearing?
Lindsay, did you have anything else? No?
No, it's
Hey.
pretty basic. The well's already in.
That's good. We'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Point of order, we don't have a DEP number
Second.
yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're really backed up. We called
Let me
and
just
they have like
double-check.
80 of them ahead of this one before they,
But so,
80?
just no one second the motion, and then you don't have to worry about it.
okay, motion fails.
Yep.
I was gonna look this up. So what time did you call?
Lindsay, what,
Today I called around,
Let me
gave me
just
a call back at 3:43 today.
And said no go?
And she said it might be here at the meeting, but I have 80 in front of you. And I said, the meeting's tonight. So
Okay.
she called me back at that time. I originally made the telephone call at 2:25, and then I got a call back.
Okay. I'm not seeing it.
Did you go to the site? Sometimes they issue it and you don't get the notice.
Oh, yeah. No. When was it filed? October 3rd?
And we mailed it right away.
Yeah,
It's
nothing.
not even in here yet.
Yeah, it's not even
there
filing.
at all.
Yeah.
They haven't even written it in,
Okay.
so, yeah, it has to go another meeting at least.
Okay. So I will entertain a motion to continue the public hearing for 34 Cobblestone to November 20th at 7 PM.
So,
Motion made by Mike, seconded by Mark. All those in favor?
Mark Mangum, aye.
Greco, aye.
Tracy Sharkey, aye. Okay, so we'll have that prepared for the next meeting.
Are you going to continue to do Zoom?
Yes,
I mean, that's probably simple enough if we wait for,
yes.
all right, so we'll just Zoom in. I just want to make sure everybody's comfortable and happy with what we submitted.
Yes, I think we are
Okay.
comfortable with it, so we just need to get that DEP number.
I hate it when that happens.
September 19th was the last filed item, so,
Especially when they have 80 of them ahead of it.
Central region is always behind.
a lot of action. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. You guys have a great evening.
Thanks, you
Get through
you
your
also.
agenda quick.
Sir, can I, November 20th at 7 PM. Did you have something else?
Yeah, could I get spend a couple minutes to get a clarification on something?
Sure.
I've just left and spoke with the builder, and then I'm finding an email. I'm sorry. Are you Jennifer?
No, I'm Tracy.
You're Tracy, okay. I don't know who Jennifer is.
She's the admin in the Community Development
Oh, okay.
Department.
This was on, my name is John Gordon. Order of conditions we're trying to close out on. Never-ending saga. I basically have an email string between Dave, the engineer, and Jennifer. He says, I'm working on a certificate of compliance. I don't see if a fee is required. Do you have a fee, and should I use GEP Form 8A as a request for a COC or a letter? And she replied back, there's not a charge, please use the attached form. Chair requires a narrative letter from the engineer with the application in the field applicable.
Yep.
But that's what he did.
No, he did not.
Form.
No, he
But
did not.
I mean, no, I'm
Yeah.
like.
With what was the last sentence that, she told you exactly what I wanted? Because I've been drilling it.
Requires a narrative letter from the engineer, that's
Yeah,
not bullet notes at the.
Right.
of the form.
yeah,
But it's like, please use the attached form of the chair.
yeah.
I just
But-
want to
So
make sure that we're doing.
when you're checking that yes, you're attesting that you're going to include a separate written statement. Yeah,
And Dave should have.
yeah,
known that.
yeah, yes.
Also, I'm really curious is why they're in the photographs, because there wasn't the walkthrough. I don't.
The applicant provides, the person filing provides the photos to the board, to the commission.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, but who would have told me that? The engineer would have told me that.
It's a standard practice.
All right, so just to get this done,
Yep.
because I really want to put the fence up to keep my dog from running away.
Why do you need
Well, I want to.
permission for the fence?
I put deer fence around
Yeah.
all but there, and I want to put it along the front of the house.
Okay,
But I don't want to do anything until this is finished and cleared up, and
Is the fence
it's
something new?
invisible.
Or is it an invisible fence?
invisible
deer
fence.
Yes.
8 feet high.
I got
What?
a deer fence along the back of the
Okay.
house.
And that was on the plan?
No, it's not on the plan. This is just something, to do after the fact.
And what do you want to plan to do on the front?
On the front, I'm either going to continue the deer fence, it's like 4 foot high, that, the invisible stuff, or a literal invisible fence
Okay.
on the front of the house
Okay.
to keep the dog in.
The invisible fence, I don't see being a problem, but.
No, we don't have that on the plan.
Yeah.
This is after. Do I need to put that in a plan?
Not the invisible fence. You can move forward with that.
But I don't see anything in here in the,
Well, I put a gate and a iron or
That's the
aluminum
end.
fence and a gate along between me and the guy next door. It's nowhere near the wetland.
Okay.
I think I know if it's on the back of the house.
Okay, all right, we might be getting a little too deep,
Okay.
so if you could make sure that any deviations are shown on the as-built plan, and an invisible fence is okay to
I
install.
haven't put it in and I don't know if
Right.
I'm going to.
Right, but the other fence.
deer fence.
The deer fence is in the back of the house. There's,
Is it shown on the as-built?
no, it's not on here, I can show you.
It needs to be on there.
On the most recent walkthrough, he would have driven through the gate, but we have, what's the most recent?
This is the, excuse me, intent, so I'd say yes.
So this is, your whole entire lot
Here's the
is,
gate, yes. Here we have the
within-
fence, gate, and then fence up to the back. And then I put deer fence here.
How tall
this is outside.
It's 40 inches tall. Oh, because it's
This is
outside.
outside.
Yeah,
This
I
is
mean, I
not
didn't do anything in
existing
this
fence.
area because I know that we're running up against that.
Yeah.
That's why. But I'm either gonna put a invisible fence here, so, alongside the house. But as it is, the dog's fine. He doesn't go out back and on the sides.
Get in the mud.
I can ignore it. And it's wetland, it's all thicket. He doesn't
Right.
go down there.
No, he doesn't.
But as for this stuff, to get this signed off on, we do need a letter.
Yes,
All right, he knows that.
yes,
not
he
just
does.
bullet points. All right.
Yep.
The as-built should be done with the red line.
Yeah, a red line as-built also, so that we can see what was proposed versus what is existing in the field now.
The red line has been.
It's an overlay.
Okay, he knows this. If I just say that phrase tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay.
Red line overlay.
All right, thanks for your time.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Hi, what can I do for you?
36 Cottage Colonial, is there a way that I can get the signature on that so I can record that tomorrow?
Can you pick it up in the morning?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, next item, 7:52, public hearing continue, notice of intent, 11 and 17 Potter Road. They also do not have a DEP number, so they've requested a continuance. And I will entertain a motion to continue to November 20th at 7 PM. Motion made by Jim,
Second.
seconded by Mark, all those in favor.
Mark Mangum, aye.
Mike Rocco, aye.
Jim Corrin, aye.
Tracy Sharkey, aye. Thank you. And next item, the amended order of conditions, 175 Southwest Main Street, time is 7:53 PM. Continue, request to continue to November 20th at 7 PM. Motion made by Jim,
Second.
seconded by Mike. All those in favor?
Mark Mangum, aye.
Mike Rocco, aye.
Jim Corrin, aye.
Tracy Sharkey, aye. Okay. Any other items? The Brian Keevan, I believe we had a short update in here that I might have missed. Let me see what Mr. Benoit have written me. Quick update, I don't see where the update is. Okay, anything else? No? Motion?
No.
Anything else?
No,
Motion to adjourn?
so moved.
Second.
Motion made by Jim, second by Mark, all those in favor?
Mark Mangum, aye.
Mike Greco, aye.
Jim Bourne, aye.
Tracy Sharkey, aye. Thank you very much. We have a couple things to sign.